So, in the last video, we talked about how price moves towards liquidity, but that alone isn't enough because if you don't understand the trend, you'll still get caught on the wrong side. So this video is going to be about market structure. Now, market structure is just how price moves over time. So in an uptrend, price creates higher highs and higher lows. In a downtrend, price creates lower highs and lower lows. So for example, if we're trending up, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and higher low. In a downtrend, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Simple, but this is exactly where most traders mess up. Most traders, they don't actually read structure, they just react. So they see price going up and they'll buy. They see price going down and they'll sell. But by the time they enter, the move has already finished. And that's why you get into scenarios where it feels like you're always late to trades. But here is what actually matters the most. Trends don't last forever. At some point, there will be a structure break. So imagine price here, it's in an uptrend. It's going up, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, so on. It's trading upwards. And as long as these lows are being respected and they're not being broken, then price is still trending safely upwards and the trend is still valid. But the moment price breaks below the most recent low, like this for example, that is your first sign that something has changed. So right here, this is what we call a break of structure because price is now traded below this most recent low. So in the opposite example over here, as long as the highs are respected, then we are still in a trend. But the second price breaks above this high, that's called a break of structure. And again, it's an indication that something has changed. So let's look at a real chart example now. So here, for example, we can see price moving up. You know, we have low, high, low, high, low, high. And eventually, whilst price is trading up, it's targeting areas of liquidity. So we have this area right here, and we have this area up here. In this scenario, price has gone and traded above this high, and it swept it out. So this move right here is a sweep of liquidity. So as price breaks above this high, what happens? Well, on this candle right here, that is our break of structure. That is the shift, and this is where most people get trapped, because here, they're still buying, thinking that the trend will continue, but the structure has already broken. And then what happens? Price moves down, and where does it go to? It goes to sweep out this. It sweeps out these two areas of liquidity. And what happens once this happens? Well, we can see again, sweep of liquidity. Price trades up on this candle right here. What do we get? A break of structure. And then what happens? Price keeps trading. And then where does it go? It takes out this area of liquidity. And so on and so forth. Price trades the areas of liquidity, it breaks structure, and then it targets opposing areas of liquidity. But in this example here, like I said, people will still be buying here. But the price is indicating that it's going to move downwards. The structure's been broken, and that's what trading the wrong trend looks like. And often before the real move does happen, like this move right here, price will take liquidity. Right here, this was the liquidity grab. It swept this liquidity before making the real move downwards. And that is why understanding both breakup structure and liquidity all together is so key to your trading. So if you take one thing away from this video, just let it be, do not follow price. Understand the structure first, because that tells you the real direction. When you understand the structure, you can start looking at areas of liquidity to target. In the next video, we'll go deeper into liquidity and how to actually use it for entries and placements of take profit and stop losses, because that's where this really starts to come together.